Meanwhile, in Tupac news,
The shooting of Tupac Shakur once again underscores the violence that has surrounded this man since he shot the superstar.
4 people pulled up, opened fire. Shakur and Knight.
Tupac Shakur was shot several times in the chest. Shakur was pronounced dead.
Machiavelli in this Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. Feel me?
So you ain't snitching on
I ain't never in my life told. You know, I'm the mother when people ask me if I know who killed Tupac. I'm the said, hey, absolutely not. It was a rat on television saying he the one did the shooting, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened, right?
Right.
Puffy, every rat in the world said he the one killed Tupac.
Yep.
Or had him shot.
Halfway Volume 4, starring the SNS and Puff Daddy. Stop yapping.
Want me to be quiet, be silent. I can't let them go, and they can't let me go. So we are locked in a life and death struggle. Only one of us is going to survive. I'm going to be the one to survive. And those who oppose me, you're destined to meet ruin, disgrace, and total destruction. Write that down. I'm going to be the winner, living or dead. Come on!
Been on the low lately, the feds hate me. The sun is they say my killing's too blatant.
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, YouTube, what up? This your homie Gab. I'm in the building. And this is Machiavelli Media. Bad Boys Moving Silence Part 7. Victory. Now, in 1998, Puff Daddy, or P.Diddy, released the album called No Way Out, P. Diddy and the Family. And on this album, the biggest, the most polarizing single to come from this body of work was a song called Victory, with the late notorious B.I.G. and Busta Rhymes on there. Busta was on the hook. Now, 1998 marked a lot of things for Puffy. And it was a victory. It was a celebration. All of Puffy's adversaries were gone. Tupac was dead. Suge Knight was in prison. And the rap game was just wide open. And to be quite frank, since 1998, Puff Daddy has been celebrating his victory ever since. Bad Boys Moving Silence. The whole concept of Puffy saying he told Biggie not to comment back to Tupac or after hit him up. The reason I did this series is because it's not what anyone else said about Puffy that was most damaging against him. It's what he said out his own mouth. So many different people I wanted to talk to for this series I put together. I only intended on doing maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 parts to it at the most. It wound up turning into a 7-part series. I had plans of talking to the homie Reggie Wright Jr. We even went as far as doing an interview together. But the quality of the interview was so bad, I told Reg I would get back to him. And to my homie Rel from the 313, we were supposed to hook up several times, but our schedules wouldn't allow it. But I got a feeling we're going to come down this road again. So look out for that, y'all. And shout outs to the homie Art of Dialogue who came through and blessed us with some of his knowledge. But yeah, back to the series. Puff Daddy in 1996 released a Bad Boy mixtape called Volume 4. And what he had to say on there, or what should I say, the great honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said on there, should make the hair on your arm stand up, especially if you understand what exactly played out. Shout outs to the homie Gene Dale. Though I never met you, Gene, or had a conversation with you, we both, talk to the same people. Gene Dale said in an interview that he heard Puffy say out his own mouth, he don't care if Tupac gotta die, he don't care if Biggie gotta die, and he don't care if SUGE gotta go to jail. He was tired of living like he was living. And if things didn't happen in that chronological order, my name ain't Gab. Tupac died, Biggie died, and SUGE went to jail. Let's take a look at this for a minute. In the minister's speech, he promised doom and destruction to his adversaries, and he also promised that he would be the lone survivor. And that equation that I just broke down for you, is that not exactly what P. Diddy predicted? And is that not exactly what happened? In the end, Puffy is the last man standing. Now in 1998, that was the official mark when Bad Boy truly took over hip hop. Yeah, Biggie had some platinum albums and they had some hits previously. But by the time 1998 rolled around, Puffy was virtually unstoppable. Unstoppable. Now, for a guy that said not to say anything, once again, that mixtape said it all. He answered Tupac line for line as he listened to brief portions of Hit 'Em Up. He also had, some subliminal things that he was saying. But once again, the whole theme was Bad Boys moving silence. And he was promising action and not words. Stop yapping, should I say. Less talking, more action. Now, what was those actions that P. Diddy was referring to? Could it be the findings that has come out over the years through, eyewitness accounts from Keefy D, who not only placed himself as a suspect in the Tupac Shakur murder, but also gave a motive with a timeline and all of the individuals involved. Now, he didn't mention Biggie, but in the very first article from the LA Times author Chuck Phillips, he told the exact same storyline about Bad Boy meeting up with the South Side to arrange a hit on Tupac and Suge Knight. But in this story, the Notorious B.I.G. was the main culprit. Bad Boy threatened to sue. The article was retracted. Years later, Greg Kading put out basically the same information, but this time he replaced Biggie Small's name with P. Diddy. You heard Suge Knight say himself on that TMZ clip that no, he wouldn't snitch, but he used the words of a so-called rat, like he said in the interview, to basically insinuate that yes, P. Diddy did arrange for Tupac Shakur to be shot and killed in Las Vegas. Now, all I'm doing is looking back at the facts. Diddy can't get mad at me for talking about what's going on, because if you ain't gonna get mad at the people to put you on blast, don't get mad at the people for talking about it. That's like you saying the dude get punched in the eye and everybody walk up to him and say, yo, you let him hit you in the eye? And then he want to fight you. You be like, no, don't get mad at me. The dude that hit you in the eye went that way. Don't get mad at us for saying what's going on. Get mad at the people that, you know, that actually did the actions towards you. It's nothing I'm saying that hasn't been covered. It's just that people don't stay on certain points of the story. You know, when you hear a good story, it's certain points in that story that's more valuable than others. And I think that Bad Boy mixtape was very damning, you know, if P. Diddy's trying to claim his innocence. Because that mixtape comes off as murder. I mean, as motive. Sorry. That was a fraudulent slip. Comes across as motive because it's premeditated. The motive is premeditated because it's a master plan. There was a master plan. There was a chain of action that had to take place in order for things to go like they did. And I don't know who were the casualties, who were the sacrificial lambs, but this was chess, not checkers. Well organized from start to finish, and it was pulled off properly because nobody physically ever said Tupac's name. On none of the albums with the subliminal disses, or, you know, hip-hop heads had to decipher what was being said. But no grand jury or no 53-year-old police officer dipping his donut in his coffee was going to be able to listen to them lyrics and knew who they was talking about. The only person that said Tupac's name on track was P. Diddy himself. Once again, on that Bad Boys Volume 4 mixtape. He was the only one. And like I said, he was the only one whose name has come up in this final confession from Keefy D. P. Diddy. And P. Diddy is the only one that guaranteed his victory. Man, for Bad Boys to move in silence, P. Diddy sure did tell it all. This is your homie Gab. Hope you guys please share and like this video. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.
I'm gonna be the winner, living or dead.